In accordance with the Open Public Meeting Act of the State of New Jersey, adequate notice of this meeting of the Franklin Township Environmental Commission was made by the posting on the bulletin board in the municipal building, posted on the township's website, and electronically transmitted to the officially designated newspaper. We should take that out, indicating that this meeting would take place in person at 7 o'clock on, today is August 4th. 2025. Thank you for the aid. Okay, roll call, that over there. Roll call, whenever you're ready.
Okay,
I have it, I have a name.
oh, good, I thought you were asking me to do it. I'm
No,
like, okay,
I know you do that.
Oh, you're good.
Walter Andrews? Here. Maria is not here. Easy is here. Robin's not here. Arnold?
I am here.
Stan is here.
Present.
Ellen is here. I'm here. Ed Potosnik.
Not here. And Sarah's here.
Yeah.
And I'm here.
That's Jake.
Sad.
So, I put everything down. I didn't write that one down. Okay. From the environmental, I think something short, but it might involve some discussion. I found on LinkedIn a notice from Harry Verhaar. Harry and I know each other about 35, 40 years, because he worked in Somerset here on the Franklin Square Drive as I did. He is global head of brand communications and marketing supply for Signify, which is, at last count, the largest lighting manufacturer in the world. He says the power to create a more resilient and prosperous future is now more and more in the hands of cities, sometimes nicknamed subnational governments. This is where the action is. And it's somebody from the place said that. Together with Urban Transitions Missions, we are offering a free urban lighting audit to help cities like yours advance a more resilient and decarbonized future. Why lighting? Because energy efficiency, connected lighting doesn't just save power, it transforms public spaces, improves safety, and drives innovation. What's included in the audit? Our experts will assess your city's lighting and identify opportunities to do this at no charge. And that's, I just wanted to mention that to everybody. And we might want to pass this on to Mr. Warlocker.
Yeah,
To see
sure.
if they're interested.
Yeah.
It's for free.
Street lights actually belong to PSA.
I mentioned that in my reply to Harry, and he understood. It says, try premium for $1, for $0. So it's a free audit. I mean, obviously they want to sell light bulbs,
Yeah.
but you get it for free and you decide what to do afterward. So that's something I think it might be worthwhile.
Okay.
So I brought that in. Okay, approval of the minutes from the July 21st, 2025 meeting. Anybody have any change? Second? All in favor? Well, first, is there any comments?
I'll abstain. I wasn't here, or I wasn't there.
No, Walter, anybody else? Nobody has any other comments, so make an offer to, a motion to accept the minutes.
Aye.
All in favor? Public comment? We have no public. No, we don't have to open the meeting for the public comment.
Yeah, no, you're good.
Okay, correspondence. There's a bunch of correspondence because I finally got into the mailbox. And I'll mention a couple of these. Du Bois Associates, notice to neighboring landowners, interested parties, application submitted for 837 Somerset Street. Legal application for extension of a letter of interpretation from the DEP for a plan on the site. It just says permit application can be reviewed at the municipal clerk's office. And it doesn't really say, there's a drawing. Here's the drawing.
Okay, it's for wetlands.
It's a wetlands
It is
interpretation.
at Voorhees Avenue, right?
The address is on the
837 Somerset Street.
Somerset Street.
The application is to extend the previous verification of the limit of regulated wetland and transition area.
Okay.
So, yep, so basically they got approved once, or they got a letter of interpretation once, and this is to extend that, the boundaries, I guess, of that approval. Yeah, it's at the corner of Voorhees and Somerset.
Okay. That's one.
Okay.
Based on the satellite image, they have substantial amount of grass around. Maybe that, no, this is not their property. I guess this is the section between Route 27 and the building?
Sounds, that's just copy.
Oh, Ted's copying it. I don't know. When is it dated even?
So
The
they-
date is,
June something? Okay, June.
June,
June 30th.
June 30th.
So they are applying to extend the pervious?
No, this is just for the delineation of the wetlands.
They obviously want to plan to do something there, and they've got to know where the
Yeah,
wetlands are.
they're looking for where wetlands, the boundaries are.
Yeah.
That's it. We're just getting notified that they're doing that.
Are in there. So it's subdivided into so many noodles?
I'm sorry.
These are all individual properties?
These are all individual properties, but it looks like the whole, Ted, can I see the paper one more time? It looks like all the properties are under the one address, so, yes, they are, yeah, so, it is,
Why was it divided like that? It doesn't make any sense.
Because in the 1920s, they subdivided like that, lots.
yeah. It's all these tax lots, yeah, so it's all of these. Yep,
You cannot fit one house on one noodle.
No, one lot's not big enough.
What's that perpendicular street? Is that Veronica, does it say?
Voorhees,
Voorhees.
27 here,
And-
Voorhees.
And the DP, the DPW is further in this direction.
Where would the wetlands be, in the dark areas over?
Here, hold on, I'll pull it up for you. Let's go there.
What?
It was a very small wetlands.
Let me just get this up first.
The whole thing?
Wait a minute.
No, this is not the DEP. This is not like DEPs are certifying this, but this is what mapping shows.
They need to get an interpretation.
That's why they're getting an
Sure.
interpretation.
Yeah.
Can you move to the northwest? West. And that one.
It's all partitioned.
I don't think they own that one.
I think these are probably from the statewide maps that are very generous.
They
about
are. They're
wetlands.
very generous with wetlands,
And
but
a
there's,
real LOI, somebody comes.
yeah.
and
That's
checks it
probably
out.
why they're getting this LOI, because on initial mapping, it shows this. So they're probably like, let's get an
Yeah.
engineer out there and really figure out where the wetlands are to see if there's any buildable area. So right now, there's nothing we can do about it. We gotta wait for the
Yeah.
LOI, yeah.
Yeah, the road going right through the wetlands there.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Go back
Well,
across.
I think that it comes in squares, so.
Like you said, it's pretty general. It's an estimation rather
Yeah,
than
that's
real.
probably why they're having someone go out.
Those are probably pixels from an aerial. map.
Yes.
Yeah.
Does that boundary include buffer zone?
No, this one does not include buffer.
Once they get the line, then they can see where the buffers are made.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I have another one, a new one. This is interesting, from the New Jersey Water Supply Authority. What they're telling us is they're gonna be dredging the Delaware and Renton Canal.
Where?
Illegal notification, New Jersey Water Supply, submit application authorization under freshwater wetlands general permits 1 and 3 to the DEP, Division of Land and so forth. The Delaware Water Canal was, now I'll give you a history of the canal. From 1834, operated as a barge canal till 32. During the 50s, it was retrofitted as a public water supply transmission system, which serves over 1 million people. The canal forms a state park, etc., etc. Maintenance dredging program involves routine removal of accumulated sediment, trash, and debris.
Yeah, that's right.
And other maintenance at various locations along the canal from Kingwood Township to its terminus in the city of New Brunswick. And it does mention at the end Franklin Township and South Boundbrook. So it's all the way along. And it'll go to New Brunswick from Kingwood Township.
Yeah.
all the way
They
along.
just did that
Oh,
too a
that's
few
just
years
the
ago,
total
yeah.
They did?
It's all under the canal.
They do it every few years and
Every
different,
few
they
years.
pick different sections of the canal, yeah.
I
Yeah.
never noticed, and I've
I know,
been
you know.
that away for decades and years.
Oh, yeah, they do.
The most
Yeah.
recent one ended sort of just before East Millstone.
Yes, it did, yeah.
Because they don't want to dredge next to the Lorry Rubber property.
Right, yes.
There are things there that are
Yes.
best left undisturbed.
Get it.
Whose property?
The Lorry, well, what's known as the Lorry Rubber Company property, it's that.
Former company.
Trying to remember what was the corner of Elm Street
Okay.
and or whatever the street is that's parallel to the canal.
Yeah.
It's the last lot, it's just a field now.
Mhm.
But there was, in the 19th century, there was Fleischmann Gin Distillery there,
Mhm.
and then there was the Lorry Rubber Company, which I think maybe functioned up until the 1950s, and then they were bought out. The company that bought it wasn't interested in that facility, it was the patents they had.
Yeah.
They had some interesting patents on preparation of different sorts of rubber. So the building was left and was eventually taken down.
So are you saying that there is a potential contamination site there?
It's, I think, known that there's contamination in the canal sediments just off that property.
Is that the area of the Anka property?
No, it would be upstream from Onco.
State.
Upstream?
Yeah, south.
Near Emerald.
Because the property is at the, sort of the northwest corner of East Millstone.
So there is Market Street and
Permit
William
application.
Street. One of these? Intersection with
Northwest
Elm?
corner.
Said I have it up on the,
We should go.
Yeah, right where you've got the, Elm Street and Market Street, those, probably those two lots up at the top.
these two here,
Yeah,
yeah, that
Block
makes sense.
60, lots 19, and
They don't give you property information anymore, but yeah, I think you're right, yeah.
maybe, well, even I can see there's 4 lots there. It may be all of those.
Yeah? Interesting. They don't really give you
But
the.
I don't remember who, at what time that came up, that it was known that there was some contamination, because there was a lot of sulfur used in their processes. And some of it-
Yeah, the vulcanization of rubber, yeah.
Yeah,
Well, maybe there will be blueberries.
Blueberries.
Because they like sour soil. To have sulfur. No, jokes aside,
But
the
the,
satellite
you know
image
that.
suggests that,
so I will
There's
bet
not
that
much
they will
there.
start this dredging slightly downstream.
I would think so,
Well, what it says, it's going through 4 counties.
yeah.
Well, that's the whole length of the canal.
It is, right, yeah. Starts at Kingwood Township, Delaware Township, Stocktonboro, Lambertville, West Amwell, in Huntington County, Hopewell, Ewing Township, Trenton City, Lawrence
Yeah.
Township, Westwood, and so on.
This is
Princeton,
maintenance they do every few years, yeah, this is their typical maintenance plan, yeah, yep.
So, I mean,
Well,
that's,
they did along the canal, I don't know where the upstream end was, but the downstream was at East Millstone. Not long ago, trying to remember.
It wasn't long, yeah. It was, I would say 3 or 4 years.
It's what yeah.
Yeah.
And what they did was they temporarily bought from the county a field
Right,
up,
yes.
up from Canal Road in the vicinity of Old Georgetown Road. And they did this dewatering where they
Yes.
great cloth bags, and the water goes through the cloth and the sediment doesn't.
Correct, right,
And
yeah.
then they truck the sediment to God knows where.
Right, it's true, yeah.
And then when it was done, then they sold it back to the county for the same price.
Right. Yeah, it's a whole operation, yeah.
Where does the debris, the sediment, does that go to a hazardous waste landfill?
That I don't
I don't
know.
know.
I'm not sure about
They have
that.
to test it first to see if
Yeah.
it was hazardous or not.
You know,
If there's any
and
plants?
mostly the sediment of the canal is not hazardous, but
I mean, it's fish. We were walking around by the canal Sunday, and you could see fish going back and forth. And
I think it might go just to composting.
Yeah,
there were people fishing.
I'd love to see that.
they don't specify where this dredging will be.
It just gives out the whole length of the thing. It says,
I think they said they, I
the
like,
project area extends through the following, all that stuff. And the,
Treating the whole length as one.
yeah,
project.
right. Oh, the dredge material is temporarily stockpiled at the authority's designated site in Delaware Township, Hunter County. And then they'll haul it someplace else. This work is essential to maintain the canal's hydraulic capacity and to allow the continued passage of water. That's the next one I have that also was in the mailbox is this pile of blueprints from Transco. This is the Nestle pipeline. And they were mentioned in this one paragraph that says, Transco is proposing construction of compressor station number 206 in Franklin Township, Somerset County, and the construction of the Madison Loop in Old Brunswick Township at Sayreville Borough, Middlesex County, for the Nestle Supply Enhancement Project. I have not gone through the blueprints. I mean, we know what it's about, and the town has been fighting this. Trenton fought this about 4 or 5 years ago, along with New York State, and they got it stopped. But when things have changed, and the new administration is in favor of this pipeline, and the
New
original
political administration?
is in Washington.
Yeah.
What happened here is that I read the opening paragraph last time, I think, or the time before, because it says the pipeline that starts in the Gulf of America and proceeds through Louisiana, all up into the state, and then through New Jersey. Last time, as I said, New York and New Jersey were able to block it. This year, it appears like the governor of New York is willing to say yes because the Trump administration has said he can keep his windmills and the windmill leases. Jersey has, and they're killing all the other wind power leases along the shore. So what Jersey's going to do, I have no idea.
MG.
We're standing alone in this one.
DEP, when it was stopped before, the main thing was the New York State equivalent of the DEP
Right.
had objections about what they would be doing in Raritan Bay. And then New Jersey DEP followed immediately with a similar objection, again, at Raritan Bay. Now, the big question is, will New Jersey DEP stand fast, or
Right.
will they get run over?
That's,
Well, the deadline
it may return.
to submit comments was,
The
Yes,
deadline
that's-
was June 24th.
So people have filed as interveners, or township filed as
if
interveners.
I'm not mistaken, some comments were submitted late and they were dismissed.
There
There was one which was submitted late, and I think it was like 7 p.m. when it closed at 5, from Clifford Higgins III, a younger generation of the Higgins farm, behind which is where the compressor would be.
Because I remember that that notice had several names.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So that one application had several names. Okay, now just.
So that's the communications.
I have one thing for correspondence as
Oh,
well.
okay.
So Lisa, I get the name, Capsacafalas. Does that sound right? Capsacafalas.
That's what it follows.
Okay. She came to our meeting a few weeks ago, and she lives in the property right next to our County Route 518 property, which is a big old.
Not right next to it, there's a house in between.
There is a house in between.
That's
yeah.
what she objects to, what that's the owner of that house wants to do.
Right. So her new, she sent in an email. The newest information is that neighbor, which is next to our property also, so it's this neighbor that she's complaining about in our property. That neighbor apparently has now put up caution tape all over the property, some, not all over, but around the perimeter of the property. And she had wanted us to kind of, intervene and tell them that they have to take their caution tape down and whatnot. It's not on our property, it's on their property. So I reached out to planning and zoning and engineering, all of which has said the caution tape is clearly there because the landowners put it there for whatever project they're working on. If they do anything to remove any trees or anything that impacts our property or is not allowed on their property, of course zoning will go out there and, if they do anything that they're not allowed without a permit, anything like that. So since that point, I did tell her to reach out maybe to DEP because I don't know what else to say. So she did reach out to DEP and they basically said, yes, caution tape can harm wildlife, of course, if they eat it, wildlife eats it or whatever. But again, there was nothing they could do. So she started a petition on change.org and it's basically please take down the caution tape. And so she wanted me to bring it up at this meeting.
So the question is, why did he put up a caution tape?
That is a good question. Yeah.
The relationship between these two neighbors is very.
It's a neighbor problem, I think.
Yeah.
Now, is that a property that we walked a year or so ago on? They showed up,
Who showed up?
police came, and we saw there was a deer stand, there was.
No, that is not that. Was that no. What property was that? You're right. We walked through a neighbor's property to get onto the back of our property. Yes, so it is that property, but it's not, we didn't go through her property in order to get there. Up on the screen, you'll see this is kind of a caution tape. I don't know why they're putting it there. That's on their property, on the neighbor's property, so not her property and not our property.
What is the complaint?
The complaint is that she's concerned that wildlife is going to eat the caution tape, and then she wants someone from the township or the state to tell the neighbor to take their caution tape down. But the state has said we can't, and the township cannot, and unless they're doing something without a permit or they're violating zoning or permitting, but they're not.
There's no ordinance or regulation saying we can't do that.
No.
There's no guidelines with how to use caution tape.
No, and I did have her, I said you should call DEP. I said I encourage you to call DEP because maybe there's something that I'm not aware of, but basically the only thing they said is yes, if wildlife was to eat this caution tape, that would be a problem. The same could be said for, a lot of things. The same could be said for leaving out who knows what on your property, so.
Getting caught up in it, tripping, breaking a leg.
Right.
Dainty legs of deer.
The tripping is unlikely.
But you never know.
And she hasn't mentioned this to the neighbor. I'm assuming
It's on
she's
the
not talking to
I
them.
asked her, I said, did you talk to your neighbor? Have you walked over to your neighbor? And she does not want to do that.
I think one thing is that the neighbor bought the house, but does not yet live
Right,
there. There was
right.
this whole thing about, it was working on the basement and it kept flooding.
Correct. Yeah.
Thanks.
So I bring it up, and that's all I can do.
She just stopped by and speak with her.
Yeah, so she likes you, yeah. She did, when she heard you were at the guys' last meeting, she's like, oh, great, you know? Ted's always so helpful, so maybe you can, I don't know.
Yeah, because I know I went there. See, her first complaint was
Yes.
the wood road going in right next to her property and
Right.
Hunter's going in there.
Yes.
The township has now blocked that off.
And
made
we
the
built a parking lot, yes, so we built a parking lot way down the road, so she should be good there, but honestly, in all honesty, it seems that, you know, this is caution tape. She was concerned about the wetlands and woodlands last time, understandably so, but, you know, I don't know, I mean, I don't know what we can do to, and I asked zoning, and zoning did respond to her too, so.
I think that's correspondence. Another thought came to mind, and it does fit in with site plan applications. Just to let you know, there's a warehouse going up on Schoolhouse Road, about 3 lots in from Randolph. And they've got the 45-foot panel being held up with the store. What they did with this land was raised a lot of questions from people going by, because they brought in truckload after truckload of soil and raised the lot about 4 or 5 feet. And then they're building on top of that. And everybody's saying, why did they do this? You know? So finally, this week, I stopped by and I talked to the superintendent of construction. And he said the reason they did that was because of state mandate on the stormwater management. They changed the 100-year flood designations, and they have to raise it up because of the groundwater and the new stormwater regs. And the other thing they did, at the same time the town must have done, is they were bringing truckloads from the quarry area up into Schoolhouse Road, coming across probably from Manville, because they were coming from the south, and then come up Schoolhouse to get to the site. The city made them stop that, but to consider along Western Canal Road until they got to Randolph, and then go up Randolph, and then they just have to make a right turn, and they're right by the site. So the two things affected this that were not part of the site plan. One was the definition of where the trucks were going to be, and the raising of the level. Anyway, people asked me what was going on, and my first thought was it's either stormwater or they put under building basins, like we see sometimes. But it wasn't the basins; it was the stormwater regs.
I dimly remember the application and this requirement that they build up. I guess it probably was just that the groundwater was very close to the surface, and
That's what he
the
told
state
me.
wants them to be further above the groundwater.
I mean, he's worked. He knew Mark Healy, and he's been working with the township.
Yeah.
It was interesting to see that the regs are having some effect somewhere.
Yeah.
So, site plan and we have the one that I did, is that it?
Yeah, so let's start with EZs,
Oh,
because
easy
he has
one.
to leave early
Oh, sure.
a little bit today,
Sure.
potentially, still has time, but we'll get yours in, so.
Go ahead.
That's all right, I have his up on the map anyway, is that
Sure.
okay?
Okay.
All right, Easy, so Easy did 2, right? Okay, so let's start off with Bounce, what is this called? Bounce Air Adventure, okay?
Bound area, bound adventure. So,
Here's where it's
it
located,
should be a zoning thing, planning, not even zoning.
okay?
Anyway, it came to us, Hang is the applicant, is asking for some sort of a variance, I think a D1 variance over here. The property, if you look at the aerial map, can you go down to the aerial map? And if you,
Where is this?
McDonald's on Shop and Stop on Eastern Avenue.
This is Rutgers Plaza.
Yeah.
Oh, the Rutgers.
So that's the Chase, that location there is a Chase Bank, drive-in for the ATM. And I'm assuming half of the property is vacant at this point, and that half of the property, they want to create a recreational center for kids, like a playhouse with provision for seating down, cafe, sort of a cafeteria in, and 5, private rooms to host 14 kids for, private events over there.
This is part of the bank.
Part of the bank, part of the
Oh,
bank.
thanks.
Yeah, the bank is on this side, the bank is on the right.
McDonald's is sitting
The
there.
McDonald's across.
Yeah,
And
they
you
took
you have
the
the street.
signage down, yeah.
Yeah, McDonald's, you have the street, Chase Bank, and part of the Chase Bank, that property is vacant over there. So that they are asking for a D1 variance is to use this property for, a recreation center. And the justification they gave us, Chop and Stop has done the same thing, McDonald's done the same thing. All these properties have asked for such sort of a variance, and they've got it. And that's how, McDonald's is just constructed. But that's what that's the design of the, the new recreation center would look like. A lot of play stuff. Again, it's not an environmental thing. They're not demolishing anything. They're not doing anything, just internal construction. But I did give some recommendations at the end, if you can go through that.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm saying, I said that they have to install bike racks because there's nothing over there for bikes, especially
yeah.
for kids. And kids are going to be there, I don't know what age group. So, bike racks or bike storage provisions should be made. There's some sort of because I drive there very regularly, so there's a little space where you can actually plant some trees and shrub, which is just right now a lawn area. If they could use up that space to put some trees would be great. New lighting, they can make everything LED based, anti-idling signs over there, so that since children are going to be visiting that area, and people just randomly park there, right? So you just want to be sure that it's for the safety of the kids. Their roof could be solar ready.
What about in terms of the EV parking?
So I don't know whether they are. I was confused because it's not a new construction, right?
It's not a new construction, it is commercial though, so I think that 15, well, here's the thing, it's 15%, is it of all their well, let me read. This always confuses me too. So planning does the
The only thing is
calculation,
that
but,
if I'm going there with my child, right?
right, yeah,
Anywhere in that parking lot, I don't have to go and park right there.
right,
I need-
correct.
Then why do I have 15% for me then, right? If I
Yeah.
can park anywhere. That 15% should be for the entire parking lot, not just.
I think so, yeah. Okay, I'll ask Mark about it, because that's an interesting one, because it's like part of an existing parking lot, and they're not proposing any new parking, so that's
But 15% is for dwelling.
15%, that's for the multifamily use, but for all projects, not the multifamily, these are the requirements. But the question is this is an existing parking lot with no new parking, and they're only gonna be utilizing part of the parking. So the question is what percentage applies to them?
And that part of the parking is not dedicated to them.
It's not, it can be for anybody,
Anybody can go.
right? That is an interesting question, yeah, okay.
So they're going to have a child recreation center. So somebody might come and have their children play for 2 hours. It's perfect for
Right.
EV charging, so.
We can always recommend that they put one EV charger in at least,
Just for information, McDonald's has 2 ports, charging ports level 2, and they have 2 pricing. They have for customers and for those who are not customers.
Oh,
For
okay.
not customers, it's overly expensive.
We can always recommend it and see what they think. I mean, and then if they are required, then I'll just double check with Mark on that.
Yeah, I didn't know how to put that.
Yeah, I was interested in that because I'm not sure either. That's new for us.
So they're doing this not for people going to the bank or working at the
No.
bank or anything like that. It's just a separate.
Separate recreational.
I'm sorry, I hate to interrupt. I have what application is this?
This is Bounce Air Adventure. So this is basically an indoor trampoline park.
Okay, I'm looking at the thing. They're talking about the old Office Max.
It's at the old Office Max.
That's not anywhere near Chase Bank. That's way on the other side of the parking lot.
That's over by the gym.
Here's Chase here.
That's the address they
That's
give
not
you,
the-
right?
Yeah, it's over by where the Crunch Fitness is.
Yeah.
It's the whole where Office Max was that whole.
Here.
Yeah, where you're at, where you're thinking, where your cursor is.
Right.
So I
Why does
understand why
GPS
you're talking
give
about
you that?
Chase Bank.
It gives that location if you put it on Google Maps.
Yeah, this is across, but I think Easy was just, didn't you say it was across from Chase Bank?
Well, I mean,
Way across.
Way across, yeah.
Right, well, this is an environmental commission meeting, he's just like saying, like getting an idea of where it is, yeah, but it's there where my cursor is, correct?
But they must
That-
be taking over much.
That's where Dollar Tree is.
It's like here, let me move it. This is where the old Office Max was, over here, right?
There are already restaurants there.
Well, Venus is over there now.
Yeah.
Venus
No.
is over
Here?
there.
That's
Kmart.
Kmart.
That's a game one.
Crunch only used part of the space.
So it's like in here somewhere?
Yeah, exactly.
That's what they're doing.
Okay.
They're using part of the crunch space.
Well, it's not crunch space, it's empty space. It's empty space, the old, well, it's the old supermarket, but then it became,
Oh, the old AMP.
Is that where they used to have Halloween decor? Like during Halloween?
Oh, like the Spirit Halloween place?
I'm not sure, I don't remember there being a Spirit Halloween.
Let's see.
Supermarket, and then it was an Office
See,
Max.
that's what they showed, the GPS shows that.
Yeah.
I was,
I was wondering what was.
Yeah.
I was
This
trying to figure out where it
is,
was too.
this is basically, yeah, so it's it's all the way across the lot from there, but just to be, this is like, it's like an indoor trampoline place, yeah. Yes. So it's kind of, I mean, you know, teenagers and stuff can go too, but, you know.
I don't think Planet Fitness has any EV chargers there at all, no.
I don't think so,
That's
no.
Crunch, that's not Planet Fitness.
Sorry, Crunch, it doesn't have.
These places are, yeah, I mean, they have a ton of jumping areas, like this slam dunk thing is like you run up to it, you slam the basketball in it after you jump off a trampoline, and there's a foam pit over here, it looks like, so that's the kind of place it is. So you would be there for like an hour or two. I think you pay by the hour.
And if you're having a party for kids, like a birthday party there, you're there
3 hours.
4 hours at least, yeah.
Then they're gonna have a climbing wall also.
Climbing
It's a
wall,
super climbing.
yeah. All right.
It's not.
There, it's across the, so here's the, let me book
It's
the,
actually between the supermarket and,
so just for reference point, this is Chase Bank right here. The actual area, actually, I'm sorry, it's gonna be like in here, Ted. Like part of, like somewhere over here.
Next to Crunch.
Yeah.
What's the name again?
It's called Bounce Air Adventure.
Bounce
Yeah.
Air Adventure.
Adventure. This is before the zoning board, right? Because they're looking for a variance.
Stop and Shop will like it. It brings more parents to the
It
area while
would,
the kids are
actually.
doing that. They'll go shop and Stop and Shop.
And the kids will have back injuries, you know.
All right, so are we good on this
You
one?
just put the EV charger requirements of that.
I wrote it down, yeah, yeah. And if there's like requirements beyond that, then I'll just make a note for Mark. Like if it's more than this, please just add that in.
Who is it that submitted this application?
Who is it
Somebody
that
from New
submitted?
York.
Yeah,
Somebody from New York? Hanglin?
yeah.
Yeah, it was a,
It's Bounce Air Adventure LLC, and I guess the person, and they listed like a manager or whatever.
Because, I mean, the whole shopping center is owned by Levin.
Right,
Who owns the parking lot?
Levin.
11.
It's all, the whole parking lot is Levin's
So
property.
how can we enforce charging?
We can't, that's the thing, unless, I mean, I can go through the legislation yet again, but that's a good question, because there really is no, there's no specific formula or number that says if you're using part of a parking lot that's not owned by you, and you're not making any additional
And
parking,
then it's already upset that we do not let him to put the
Right.
residential.
right?
Well,
Okay.
we can make a deal, you know. We can allow him in exchange that he will flood the lot with charging stations. A kind of Trumpy approach. We'll make a deal, right?
All right, so easy, the next one
Yeah, the
you
next
did
one is
was
personal application, go ahead.
Put that in the minutes?
No, that's for entertainment.
Jeffrey Dunham.
The second one is from Jeffrey Dunham. It's a residential property. I think he's asking for a B2 variance. It's again in front of zoning. He's trying to build on his property an in-ground swimming pool, a patio, pavilion, and a detached garage. And he's asking for a C2. So this is a current aerial view of the property.
This is Van Cleve Roof.
Yes, it's Van Creek. It's a 2-storied house with that, the driveway and then a good parking lot area. In that parking lot area, he is trying to put a garage going over the lawn. So he's asking for that variance of, getting over the lawn. And if you look at the next page, if you go down to the next page, that's the garage he's trying to build, and a swimming pool just behind the house on the left, top left.
4 parking spots.
That's what he said. He shows his picture. Yeah.
So is the issue because it's close to the property line or because of?
No, that's on his property line.
Impervious surface?
Impervious, yes.
Impervious.
Going over.
Yes, a lot.
So I have a question for this committee.
That's going over, if you look at that table.
My question for this committee is, every time that we see somebody going over impervious amount that's allowed, whether it's by 2 feet or 15 feet or 100 feet or whatever, we always just blow it off and say, yeah, no problem, it's just a little bit.
No.
Almost always.
We always put in, use pervious cement or something, that kind of thing around areas where they can, to try and bring that coverage down, to get under.
Sometimes we suggest removing the other impervious surface.
So trade-offs.
But we're suggesting, and I think that,
Well, that's the only power we
I
have.
think, well, I understand that, but I think that anytime somebody's asking to go over, we should strongly suggest that either they reduce the amount or use the impervious type of material.
We do that. We have a blurb for that we put in, and we, let me get it. We do that, and we always say we want you to get as close to the impervious coverage, if not under, that you can. And we basically say, let me get my blurb.
I don't think we should say as close. I think we should say, we should recommend that they stay under, at or under.
Particularly if they ask for little concession, we would say, if you ask for that little, why don't you get to zero?
This is what we always put in. The proposed impervious coverage is whatever, which is an exceedance of the permitted, say 20% in the R40 zone. The EC recommends using pervious pavement, planting additional trees, creating green space, or other strategies to reduce the impervious coverage to the maximum extent possible. That's like our standard blurb. Well, not that we can amend it and add extra language to it, but that's what we put in.
Sometimes the problem is that the house was constructed quite a few years ago before our impervious coverage rules were as strict. And the way with what they have, they really can't reduce it below the
But the more we build the township,
Yeah.
no place for the water to go. And every time we give an inch to allow somebody to go over, I just think we should make it we should stand on, keep it at the impervious surface where the law, the regulation says, or the ordinance says.
I think that's.
Thing is, remember that we only recommend.
I understand that,
Whether
but
the
that should be-
zoning board will.
Totally understand, you're absolutely right there, but I'm saying we shouldn't be namby-pamby in our recommendation. We should stick to what the ordinance says.
So it's already, so are you suggesting, so here it says the EC recommends using, so we give some recommendations, and then reduce the impervious coverage your recommendation is, instead of saying to the maximum extent possible, you're recommending and saying reduce the impervious coverage to the permissible
Yes.
limit of the zoning
How
ordinance.
about this? How about this if we say to the maximum extent possible, but not less than, not more than the permissible level?
Well, why did you have the first part in there about?
Because if they can reduce it even further, that's fine.
We quite often get applications, I think typically warehouses, where they actually will be reducing the impervious surface compared to what was there before, particularly if, say, they're replacing an office building which was surrounded by acres of parking. So they're reducing the impervious surface, but they're not getting all the way to the limit.
Well, I applaud them for that, and I'm just saying for others that want to go over what is allowed, that we should say no, that they should just keep it at what the ordinance says or less.
Are there any other surfaces that we could recommend that are not totally impervious? That we could say instead of impervious surface like the dreaded asphalt, are there any other surfacing?
We recommend pervious pavement, we recommend rain gardens, creating more green space.
It's already a technical term.
Yeah.
And that's fine.
I like recommending alternatives.
Yes, we do. We do recommend alternatives, but this last part of the sentence, I think, is what Arnie's talking about. So it would be reduce the impervious coverage. I'm not saying we're accepting this for good, I'm just thinking out loud.
To the maximum extent possible, but not,
Well, it should say reduce the impervious coverage, basically something to the effect of like to within the limits permitted by the blank zone.
Yes.
Not, by saying the maximum extent possible, that's giving them an out.
Little leeway.
yes, but maximum you can, but the minimum that you have to meet is the prescribed.
Right, but no one's gonna reduce it to the maximum, like the,
No, not to
I mean, I understand what you're saying, but most people are gonna be like, okay, I'm allowed 20%, I'm gonna do 20%, you know?
What if they're 20% and they want 21 now? Right, and that's what they're asking for a variance.
That's no, right? Like, we are the only stewards who are in the position to say no. Of course, that we still recommend, right?
It's a recommendation,
But no one else
Well,
is
and
in
that's
the
where they get a
position-
variance from the board.
And our recommendation should be, 1% for this one, 1% for this one, 1% for this one, and it all adds up to where's the water going when it rains.
So what about, the EC recommends, blah, 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 to reduce the impervious coverage and to satisfy the limits permitted within the whatever zone? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Or to what's the word, conform with, to conform with the limits?
Yes.
Or
Yes.
to conform to the limits, yeah, to conform to the limits permitted within the whatever zone, so then this part would go.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, they're gonna end up applying for a variance that the board can do.
Of course, and and the zoning board the zoning board can overrule what we're requesting, but at least we're making the right recommendations.
Okay. That works, I think. What do you think, Easy? 'Cause you're on the site
So
plan.
in this
committee,
case,
so-
right, if you go back to the plan, go back to the diagram, can you go up?
I think the structure already has garage, no?
No, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So the structure, can you go up to the Google map, please? Yeah, it already has, and if you can blow it up a little bit, enlarge it, it has a parking space. So in this case, they should just build the garage on top of the existing pervious.
Yes.
I would think.
Why do they need to go over it?
Yeah, why go over? We can do that. And the second, if you go to the second figure again, they are trying to build a drive. I don't know what it is. It's a driveway to the swimming pool. I don't know what that thing is. My question was why? Like, why do you need that? Right?
Asphalt here, you mean?
The middle arrow, the second arrow.
What's the
Oh.
street number again?
See the middle arrow? Yeah.
But
Right
It's
there.
here.
What is that? Well, I don't know
Oh,
what
it's
that
hard
is.
to say, I don't know.
they can definitely use a different surface.
Yeah, and I don't, it's so blurry, you can't even see it. Yeah, why would they have that? You're right.
We could say totally no then.
Let me look on the actual plans on the,
Nothing there. Yeah, I
there's
checked.
something you can't see it and you can't read it. Yeah, that is interesting.
Well, that little
Why?
spot right there.
Oh, yeah, it's like
My only
you want
assumption is that-
access directly from.
Yeah, my only
the
assumption is if you have a pool party, they want everybody to come in from there.
Yeah,
That's my only assumption.
so we're talking
A
about,
big red line on
Yeah.
the ground to tell
They
them.
have already put a garage in that structure. I can see it from,
I just want to compare where that is. So the dwelling is there. I just want to see one quick thing. So, this is Van Cleef Road down here, right?
Yeah.
So the dwelling is here, and this little driveway's over here, because I don't think it's oriented, is it oriented the same way? It's not, it's oriented the other way. So this asphalt driveway, oh wait, where are they having it go to? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
The swimming pool is behind the house on the top left,
Swimming pool behind the house on the top left.
right there,
And they want to drive, they
right
want,
to the road.
yeah, right to the road. Why do they want that
I
there?
don't know why they want that there.
Oh, they want another entrance, you're right. So people can probably just pull in like directly to the pool.
People parking on the street can directly go down there to the pool.
Yeah.
We said no to that.
Come on.
As I remember, there's not a lot of parking on Van Cleef.
There's not, but they already have a driveway with
They
all
have a
this
driveway, yeah.
Are
space.
they turning it into a public pool?
Maybe that's one thing we can recommend too, like remove that driveway because it doesn't make any sense.
It can be part of the way to
Yeah.
make it so they stay at or below.
We can just say no to that.
Right, the driveway is no good. Okay. Thank you,
They
EZ.
don't talk about it in the application.
I don't like it at all.
It's an interesting one,
So
yeah.
it's a big lot.
There's the map.
How many acres is that lot?
Remember how many acres this is? 2.17 it looks like?
Yeah,
2.17 acres.
so it's a big house, a good lot, a big lot for a house.
Yeah.
Wow. Interesting.
Van Cleef's a very nice area.
It is.
I cut across there once in a while.
Yeah, well, this is about the only one on that side of Van Cleef,
Yeah.
south of where there's a development back in there.
You mind if I do mine real quick, Paul,
No,
since I have it up here
go
next?
ahead.
This is interesting because it's like almost the exact same application that EZ is talking about. I'm hoping I didn't like do the same thing he did by accident. Cause this one here is for Faisal Igbar, 228 Bennett's Lane.
Right.
I'm gonna pull it up in 1 second just to make sure. The applicant is proposing to install a patio pool and 2 accessory sheds. That's the exact same thing you just said, right? But here the variance is from 20% when what is allowed to 22.3%. That's not the same.
No.
So this is a different one. I'll double check. And this is oh yeah, I am right. This is 1.98 acres. It's on 228 Bennett's Lane.
Can you pull the map up? So
I will, yeah, just give me 1 sec here. Doesn't look like any trees are proposed for removal. There is some trees I'll show you. Again, the comment is that they're exceeding impervious coverage by 2.3%, so we don't want that. Let me get the map up. Oops. 228 Bennett's Lane. Oh yeah, it's this piece, right? Okay. This is interesting. That's like the exact same proposal. So let's see. So this is the property right here. Here's Bennett's Lane. They have this long like flag here to get in.
It's a flag lot.
Yeah. Same thing. They're basically proposing the pool. I can get the plans up in a sec, but they're basically proposing a pool in this area and a patio around it. They're only planning on exceeding the impervious coverage though by 2.3%. Still different than EZ's, but only by 2.3% in this instance.
Isn't that great?
Yes.
It's still over.
It's still over, I agree. I was concerned that I accidentally like did the same one as EZ, but with a different name.
They are
But
near Agilex.
yes,
Oh, that's close to Agilex? Oh, they should have a nice time smelling Agilex while they're sitting
I
poolside.
think Agilex has implemented the.
I know they have. I don't know how well it's working.
Well, it will be at least noisy, you know.
right guys, having to switch between all these screens is just bear with me. Okay. I'll show you where the,
Iqbal.
yeah, Iqbal, yep, Faisal, yep, okay. Proposed plan.
So what happens to the main application? They don't submit the main application anymore.
Like the paper version? No, they can, I shouldn't say that. I believe they have to submit like 2 paper copies, that's it, and it goes to planning and
And it
zoning.
doesn't come up on our site. We don't see it.
The paper or,
The
no?
scanned versions don't come up anymore.
No, this, usually they are in, but like with the variance plans, a lot of times if they're not looking for a certain amount or a different type of variance, they don't have to do a full-on like, stormwater management plan and all that. This does look a lot like your plan though, doesn't it? Cause like here's the dwelling and here's the pool they're proposing. Little storage shed for pool equipment and So the impervious coverage that is permitted, like I said, is 20%, and then they're looking at doing 22.3%. So that's it. I'll show you the map again one more time here. So they do have some trees like buffering the area here. They're not proposing any tree removal. This pool area is basically up here. So we can use this. I had my recommendations. Let me go to my.
Pool is considered non-pervious, right?
No, a pool is considered pervious.
Hmm.
A pool is considered pervious because the water doesn't go through to the groundwater level. It's basically, it would be like a basin collecting water, but it's not considered like a stormwater management. Is that correct? That's correct, yeah.
I should make it impervious.
So that's-
The water
It's considered
doesn't go
impervious, yes. It's considered
No,
impervious.
impervious.
Impervious, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
right.
Is that what you asked me?
Yes,
You
yes.
did, okay, I'm sorry, yes,
Impervious.
impervious, yes, it's considered impervious. So, yeah, my recommendation again was, bring it down and verify there's no tree removal, only because I don't see that there is, but I don't have anything like on a plan saying there's absolutely no tree removal. That was it.
Okay.
Is that long, looks like driveway?
Yeah.
Is that a paved driveway?
I
think
don't
so.
know. I would assume it is.
I think it is.
Yeah, it looks like it is. Yep, you can
But-
see it
but
running through there.
Either way,
Oh, yeah.
driveway is still considered impervious,
Yes.
even if it's dirt road.
Yes, gravel.
Even if it's a dirt road, a packed dirt road.
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, Ellen Ritchie told me once, that's because you could pave it overnight.
Right, it's true.
Oh,
So they have to figure out how to comply. I
Yep, so we'll use the same blurb we used for the last one. Okay, so that's that one.
Do you wanna, bring to the attention of, this is the zoning board or the planning board here?
Zoning.
Do you wanna bring to the attention of the zoning board that from now on, we made this change in this, part of our comments? Because
We can, we don't have to, because they don't get our blurbs. So like our blurbs, we're constantly like evolving and changing them and like trying to stay within. So we don't we just take the blurb, put it in, and then we amend it for the project. So we don't have to tell them. I'm sure they'll start to notice after some time. But we can, if we want to send a memo saying like, hey, just so you know, this is like a stance that we're taking moving forward, we can do that too. What do you think, Ted? Do you think that's necessary
We
or?
didn't make motion on the change.
We didn't, but they're blurbs that a site plan committee basically uses,
yeah.
and so, they're kind of like a living, working document. But if you wanted to like send a memo basically saying, here's a stand that the EC is taking from now on, we can do that for sure, absolutely.
I think that's a good idea, and you can say in there, every 1% for this property and 1% for this property, it all adds up, and where does the water go? I'm sure you'll be able to word it very nicely.
Okay, that I need a motion for though.
yes,
I'll make a motion.
second.
Okay, all in favor?
yes.
Okay, memo it'll be to planning and zoning, so
Right.
that they see, because sometimes it won't just go to zoning about, impervious coverage. Sorry, I gotta write this down, otherwise it will be gone. Coverage, blurb. I'll just write that for now. Okay, cool.
Okay.
All right, and then I think the only one we have left is
Yeah.
yours, Paul.
The temple.
Okay, let me get the map up here. We did this one. So Paul did the Temple Bethel of Somerset, which is at 1489 Hamilton Street. You wanna start
My
talking?
neighbor.
Well, what this is really a subdivision. They're dividing it into three lots, one of which has the temple on it, that stays unchanged. One has a dwelling on it, that stays unchanged. The third one, the lot is vacant, and they're proposing to make it a separate lot and put a dwelling on that lot.
Oh my goodness, okay, which one?
Residential?
Yeah, it's a residential.
Hold on one second, let me just get his, let me just get this
Or
up
should I
here.
go that section?
So Paul, are they selling that off, or is it gonna be like,
Not at this point.
it's gonna be like a parsonage type of thing?
No, I don't think so. The temples haven't done parsonages now for a good many years.
Oh, this is a minor
It's a
subdivision.
minor subdivision, yeah. And there's really not a lot of details about the house at this point. I don't know if they've divided it, or designed it yet. They're just getting the subdivision done so that they can maybe offer it to a buyer.
Oh, so they're just looking for the subdivision now,
Yes, yes.
and then eventually they'll come back with
That's
plans
exactly right.
to do a
But-
house on it,
but
and
there is-
that's when we would look at the
Yeah.
impervious
Right.
surface.
But-
How they want to.
What they're doing here, though, it turns out that because they're near a house of worship, there has to be a buffer of trees.
Oh, okay.
And they're taking out, I think, if I remember right, 9 trees, which would equal to plant 22 trees, but they're really planting 46. So they're doubling the amount of trees that would be required. But it's actually required not just from the zoning, but because of the nearness to the house of worship. There's a buffer requirement
How
that's
they-
described in the, in the thing.
How they
So-
want to divide it.
It looks like their one
Oh,
proposed lot is
Right there,
0.518 acres.
right.
The other proposed lot with a proposed dwelling on it is going to be 0.477 acres.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. So they do this and that,
Right. right.
Yeah.
and they leave this alone?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, fine.
yeah, because this portion of, yeah. Oh,
Are
that's
you
where you
direct,
live.
do
Oh,
you
you're a
live
neighbor.
directly next door to this,
I think you have to
Dan?
recuse yourself
Yeah,
from
do
this,
you? How
from this
close?
discussion.
Oh, you're here.
You should get a 200-foot,
He's right here.
notice.
Yeah.
Are you within 200 feet?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm Stan, I'm talking about.
No, he is.
Oh,
His
yeah.
house is right here.
Yeah.
It says
okay.
it. I'm sorry, Stan, to call you out, but here you are.
You are.
So yeah, so
Okay,
this
I
is a
think it's
minor
right.
subdivision.
Yeah. And they're saying the services from that would be on Heather.
Yeah.
They bring in water and sewage from Heather Street.
Okay, since we have this map here, can you unzoom a little bit? I apologize that I'm hijacking. No,
Yes, I
opposite. Unzoom. I want to see as much as possible. So there are individually owned properties,
Yes,
and
right.
this is wooded section. They have absolutely no use of it.
Right.
If they decide to cut this, have subdivision, and they persuade these guys to do that, is it possible that this would be then developed?
I don't know.
It has an access problem.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
is that it would be landlocked
It's landlocked.
if they did that.
It could be accessed through
No,
the temple.
that wouldn't happen. It's like.
Are you talking about here, Stan? This
Yes,
part?
yes, because this is wooded section, and these sections, I can imagine that these guys, they would like to get maybe some money by selling, section of it, and then you would have nice.
Yeah, but I said it'd be landlocked, and you got properties in between.
Stan, do you see where the closest road is, that there might be a possible access to that?
Here is a dead
Yeah.
end. If you get here,
Yeah.
Cul-de-sac.
Is that a cul-de-sac? Yeah.
Yeah, but you have to go through.
Trees.
Yes, it's really a landlocked property.
and you cannot use this road.
No. It's probably a
Okay,
fire,
fine,
that's probably a fire access road.
I certainly see your concern though, Stan.
Yeah.
Yeah, mainly because the temple has their parking lot. You can't, it's still an active congregation.
Yeah.
So,
I'm sure when you bought that house, you really liked the idea of having all that trees behind you there.
It was afterthought. I didn't think about it at the point of purchase.
yeah, in fact, they're gonna add trees, is what they're talking about in their application, because of the buffer requirements.
Yeah, but not behind Stan's house.
Well, there's not a lot of room.
And you want us to put something in there saying they have to plant more trees behind your house?
Actually, they are shading my solar system in winter.
Okay,
The shorter trees I'm all for.
okay. How about just some bushes, some underbrush for the deer to eat?
So what were your recommendations?
Well,
Do you have them on there?
well,
You want me to?
I just put them for the dwelling itself, that they should consider solar on the roof. and an EV charger in the garage. They're ready, I mean, they're not, there's no details as to what the house is gonna be.
Right.
So, you know, from an impervious coverage standpoint,
The trouble is that the big beautiful bill is cutting off the tax advantages for solar installation.
oh, yeah.
So it's gonna be
Fucking,
We still have state incentives.
more expensive to.
but there's still,
put in
it
solar.
stands for, this, Murphy is not gonna do away with the state ones, the state will have
Yeah.
still stuff.
Hopefully somebody after Murphy will be also solar
Well, it
friendly.
depends on who wins the governorship.
Yeah, I know,
Let's see.
Been there, done that, right?
yes.
Yeah, I don't know what else really I can say at this point, plus this is
I mean, I made some
extremely-
comments all along the way, but. it was-
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, so any other comments, Paul, to highlight, or?
Let's scroll through, let's see what they said. Oh, there's it, sizes, that's okay. Forget
Okay,
New single family, oh, yeah. Yes, well, here, 44 trees, the removal required 22, and they're gonna, and here's the trees.
okay.
Working in, is that top one 9 plum?
It was PRUNUS, and there was another word after that, which I didn't write down.
Who knows?
Yeah.
The RVAs.
Let me
Yeah.
look and see if I can find it in here.
Yeah, there was a list, there was a table that I had to look with magnifying glass.
Oh, gosh,
was
well,
everywhere.
then I'll be in big trouble, yeah.
We just want to make sure that they're using trees
Yeah,
that come
yeah,
off
in the
of
bottom. Right here, you see that chart? That's it. The bottom of the
Yeah.
bottom of that, and there was a chart.
Okay, bear with me here. What's this one? Is this the tree room, no, that's minor? Oh, it was after this, right?
Look, oh, here, 17 trees. They're gonna, right here, right to the left.
Okay, hang on one sec.
Just slide it over a little bit.
All right,
Here it is. That's what I copied down.
oh, that's an ornamental tree, that one that you're talking
Well,
about?
it's an
Yeah.
evergreen. Oh, the prunus is an ornamental, yeah. But the other three are evergreens.
Oh, common name, here you go, Norway spruce, so
Oh.
that's an autumn
A
Highland
tree.
cherry.
It's a cherry tree,
Mhm. Then you got holly and arborvitae.
yeah. And spruce. The Norway spruce. And the shrub is a shrub.
Mm-hmm. Anybody have any other questions, or let's see where they're putting them?
Yeah, see, you're putting a lot, see all the trees have to go in this area.
Oh, we're putting them all around the edges here.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
part of the buffer requirements evidently for this particular area.
Hmm. Okay. Anybody have any other questions or comments on this? No?
There's
All right.
something that looks like a walkway.
Yes, there is a
Left of the
walkway.
buffers.
There is a walkway between Heather and,
Oh, yeah, I see it goes all the way through the
yeah,
header.
it's existing concrete walk. Sometimes when they have too many visitors, they park on Heather Drive and they walk
Oh, they walk
to
through.
the congregation.
So that's not a roadway, it's a walkway.
It's a walkway.
Yeah,
Well, you can see how narrow it looks.
yeah, that's what I was seeing.
Alrighty, I'll get these off then to Christine.
Okay.
That's it for site plans.
Okay, so we've done the site plan.
Thanks, EZ.
Thanks, everybody.
Easy.
Thank you. New business. We're gonna start thinking about the Environmental Stewardship Award. Do you have some candidates already, Stan, or somebody have
Well,
some?
I do, but, you know, since Robin is leaving, and she really made a big difference, I think she's a good candidate, so I would like to move that
Robin?
that Robin be
Oh, yeah, I think that-
nominated for Environmental Stewardship
Yeah.
Award.
I thought we were just brainstorming now.
Okay, I'll just-
Brainstorming,
It's good, good idea.
this is part of it.
Yeah, propose it.
I was thinking that Jessica was here for a long time and she did a lot.
Yeah.
And, you know, she left before Robin did. So, I mean, I would just consider her.
Yeah.
somebody.
The reason really that
Robin's
Robin,
not bad, but I think Jessica would come.
We have
Yeah,
also-
and Robin will be still on the commission at the time that the awards are awarded, so it'd be better to do Jessica now and then you can do Robin next year.
Good point.
she's really getting to do environmental work on a higher plane.
Yeah, yeah.
She's working with the feds and with major companies, try to get them to change what they're doing.
The whole insurance
industry,
industry,
sure,
yeah,
yeah.
she has very good credentials for it.
It's not something that we can do as a commission, you know?
Yeah,
But she can as an individual. They all know who she is, but Jessica's not a bad one. I mean, we've done that in the past with retired environmental commissioners.
We did.
yeah, you can see a whole string of,
What was the lady? I forgot her name. She's of Iranian origin.
Oh, I just saw her the other day.
The wings of carbon to
Ray, it's R-E-Z-W-A-N.
Rezwan.
Rezwan.
Definitely.
Rezwan. Yeah.
She's working, she just made a presentation to the Canal Walk environmental thing.
Yeah.
Her father did not get out of Iran, he died in Iran.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Yeah.
but her mother made a presentation also.
Yeah.
And she did one on AI, we have a group called Great Decisions. We never come to decisions. It really should be great discussion. But it's from the people in Washington. And they send out these books all over. There's thousands of people doing this all over the country.
So Rezwan was a member of this group fairly short time. So.
Right, well, she really did, yeah, but she dropped, she made the application, but then she didn't show up. She really didn't do anything for the commission itself. She was for a little while, maybe a couple of months, and then dropped off. The one I'm thinking of that
it
didn't do
was
anything.
more than a couple.
You think it was longer than
We
that?
don't have to give it to all
No.
retiring
That's right.
Right,
members.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, I think Jessica's a better choice.
Well, yeah.
She has Redwood had a website that did environmental, advocacy and such.
I still send our minutes after approval to retired members, Dave Triggs, Rezwan, Mary Lauco, who's on the Trails Committee, I guess.
Open space, yeah, she's on open space, yeah.
And Shade Tree.
Yes, Shade Tree, yeah.
I don't know her at all. I might have met her, but.
Well, this,
Jessica.
Jessica's a good one, yeah.
And
McIver, what was her first
Oh,
name?
Jenny.
There was a McIver.
Pedesky, Jenny Pedesky.
Yeah.
No, Kirshner.
Kirshner, yeah.
Diane Pedesky.
Wasn't there someone that also?
Diane Tedeschi, yeah. One more.
We didn't give one to Diane?
No, she did get.
She did get
Yeah,
one.
she did get one.
she did. What was his name?
Dave?
Dave Triggs.
I think he was the last one that we
Dave
gave.
Hicks or something like that,
Yeah.
Dave. Yeah.
No, I think it was Diane. After Dave. Triggs was way.
2019 was Dave Triggs,
Right.
True.
and that was the last one, according to this list, that we gave one out.
Yeah, I think so.
So Diane was before that?
Well, actually, I don't see
No, we gave
Diane.
awards out last year.
I don't see Diane's name on here.
I don't think we ever gave it to Diane.
Hold on, I'll look.
We used to
Last
do
year, we
two.
I thought we gave an award for sure.
Yeah, because 5 years, I don't think we went 5 years without
No.
No, we did.
giving one, so I don't know.
Diane did get one though.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think she did, yeah.
I don't know where,
And then Heather Fennick, although it was the
Oh, yeah, Heather
organization.
Fennick got it in 2023.
She wasn't a member of the commission, was she?
No.
No,
No, I mean, she's.
Sarah
not a
Malone,
Franklin
Sarah
resident.
Malone got it in 2023 as well.
Right, yeah.
we gave them one to
Okay,
the
so
center
Heather
school.
was as an organization.
Yes,
Yes.
for Lower Raritan,
Yeah.
yes.
It's the same thing like we did one for the center school, because they were putting in solar cells, but
Right.
nobody asked them to do.
Right,
Because I
correct.
remember
Yep.
that Sarah Malone got it as a person,
Right,
Mhm.
but at the same year, it was Heather, Walter Raritan.
Yeah, update this for the website.
yeah.
And last year, we didn't get any, right? 24.
No, I don't think that we did.
I don't think we did
No,
either.
no, we didn't come, this year, we should.
And maybe
do
22 was skipped as well,
I don't have anything from 2022.
so maybe Diane was 21.
Could be. I have to go back and look. I only have what I have done, which is 2023.
Yeah, because before that, we didn't have you here.
Yeah. So I don't know if you guys
Well, I can go
remember.
back and
Yeah.
look at the minutes of, that period.
So, we can order the plaques and everything. We have
Yeah.
money set aside in our
Sure.
budget. Not that we have to do that now. I'm just saying, once I know, the sooner I know, the easier it is, because it does take time to get a PO through.
Oh, no.
It takes time to make the plaque. So the sooner, I don't know if you guys want to wait until more people are here to decide. Up to you guys.
We have a new, I know the place that we used to use on World's Fair Drive.
I remember going there.
We go to
yeah.
Crown.
We have a new place that we've been going to.
Crown Trophy in Greenbrook.
Pardon?
Crown Trophy in Greenbrook.
okay.
Yeah.
Greenbrook, okay. I remember going to, I went to a place on World's Fair Drive, yeah. Yeah, I think Jessica sounds like a good,
How about any projects? So I don't know if anyone I'm going to put up our list of projects that we've reviewed. If anyone remembers anything, then they're like, oh, this one did this. It's on the screen. I don't know if this helps.
Well, I immediately think of that small warehouse on Western Canal Road. I'm trying to remember the name. That was
Yes.
going to have a green roof.
right, but they never did it.
Lines,
I don't think
but they haven't constructed it.
No, in fact, there's a for sale sign on the
There
property.
is, yeah.
So the reason the for sale sign, the town wanted them to run a water line from there all the way out to Randolph.
Yeah,
And that was a lot of money.
yeah,
And probably said, hey, we can't do this.
yeah.
So now the property's up for sale. So that never got done.
Well, a lot of things don't get done.
Yeah.
Is
We
there,
have the Boy Scout, I don't know if it was a Boy Scout project or the project in the park where he,
We had an eagle, it was an
scale
eagle.
area.
Yeah, it was an eagle.
oh,
project.
yes, you're right. That was an Eagle project. But that was really, he was really kind of focused on benches and things like that.
Yeah.
That's more an individual rather than
Yeah.
It wasn't an
a.
enterprise.
It is an enterprise, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyone can think, you don't have to tell me right this second, but if you think of any businesses in the area that you know of that are doing some kind of environmental practices that kind of struck you, or?
Maybe during the next open, public session of this meeting, maybe the person who knows more about this town.
That's what I was just thinking too.
Ideas as to businesses that, have done some
I
things.
thought SHI is.
Make yourself useful there, Bowman.
Is SHI building solar canopy on their parking lot?
Who's that?
SHI. They are on
I don't think
Pierce
so.
and
Pearson Davidson.
Davidson or Atrium? No.
I don't think there's solar on that lot.
Can we give it to a business who owns a property that did not build a warehouse?
I know, right?
Like someone who declared that they first won and then they did not?
Where'd you say, Pierce Street and?
Davidson.
Davidson.
Yeah. It's huge. There's a huge number of cars in that lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see anything
Well,
on
the
satellite
business that
image.
started in
But
Franklin.
the roof is covered.
And as it got bigger, it moved to Piscataway, and then when it got still bigger, it came back to Franklin. And then they bought the Metropolitan Insurance Company building that was just down Davidson from them.
Am I
Is
going the
that
right
the
way?
building across from the palace?
Yeah,
Is that place pretty full? Are they that big brick building across from the palace
What's in the house?
on Davidson?
Oh, those office buildings are full. Yeah, I think so, yeah, a lot of cars there. I was in that once. And,
I used their mailbox once.
the property is on 200 Franklin Square Drive, and I think 100, that one's empty. But the 100's right on Canal, on Davidson, and there's a for sale sign in front of that one. But I don't know if they'll go the way of Executive Drive or not. But I think the one, if it's still as it was, 200 Franklin Square Drive is owned by the Saudis.
Yes, yeah.
I was working to put solar on the roof, and they did a sale and lease back, and that killed the project. It was a long time ago.
I can't think of anything off the top of my head
No.
besides, like,
Well, again,
project.
we're just brainstorming.
Yeah.
We have time.
Jessica, who owned the farm, and she was I guess she left about a year ago.
Yes.
yeah.
Wasn't she doing something sort of innovative? I can't remember exactly.
Oh, the farming.
Yeah, she does the regenerative agriculture, so it's kind of,
of.
yeah,
It hasn't really appeared.
right, that's the thing, yeah, but you're right about that.
They talked a lot about that when they first bought the property, but they have chickens and they sell the eggs. That's about it.
Okay.
What about, this is just, I was like, I don't know.
Well,
if
I
it's-
can stop by and ask them, because there was land that, you could grow things on, and they were leaving it lie fallow.
Right.
And then they were going to do organic agriculture. Well, I think it's lain fallow quite long enough now, but they don't show any sign of doing anything.
Yeah,
I don't know, it depends how active, how busy her husband is, because she has the good job.
right, yeah, she does a really good job, yeah. Huh.
Didn't you work for the hockey team?
Yeah.
Any
Yeah, I know,
The
her husband is
NHL
like,
stuff. So, well, I think it's,
This is a question, I don't know if this is even allowable, I'm just thinking, brainstorming. What about even, I'm just thinking of like the Trails Committee as like a committee, or the Shade Tree Commission as a commission, like, is that like somebody we would recommend? Only because I have noticed only from me working like on the various, I feel like other commissions and committees, like the Shade Tree Commission, the Trails Committee, they are incorporating more environmental practices into their, like the Trails Committee, for example, they have not done a ton, but like they coordinated for the Firefly Walk,
right.
and they're using pieces of benches that have been done for the bird blind, like, so I don't know, I'm just thinking out loud, maybe that's not appropriate.
I think those are, I don't see a problem with recognizing a group like that.
it's a little self-serving though.
It kind of, well, that's my
That's
question,
right,
that's
I
why, I
knew
don't know,
where you
does
were
it come
going.
off that way, or I'm
Well,
not
it's
sure.
self-serving, is it self-serving that we're recognizing people that were on our committee?
true, that's, yeah.
But they're not here anymore. The ones that are still doing what, it's part of their charter.
Ted's still here, and his name is.
Well, I was technically not on the commission at that time. I was council liaison to the commission.
He came out of retirement, is that what you're saying?
That's like, yes.
How about Linda Powell?
Now,
Linda
that's an
Powell.
idea.
Do we recognize two people or one person normally, or does it matter? There's
No,
no,
just,
Why don't we wait to see what happens with the Nessie thing again, because. the
I'll add her
Nessie
to the
thing has
list
come
at
back.
least,
Yeah.
yeah, for
Yeah.
I'm using,
discussion.
I know two Linda Powells. 'Cause there's
Okay.
another one lives just up the street from me on Old Georgetown.
Oh,
Okay,
nice.
so we got two.
And actually, it could be that whole Nessie group that could get, instead of as an individual, that Nessie group could
Yeah.
be recognized.
Yeah, that's right, because that's not just her, it's a group, yeah.
Let me just check one place.
But,
Did she
uh,
submit?
I think it should be not until after the
Right.
current application
Yes.
is resolved.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Because then we would have to pull it back after we gave it to them if it goes through.
Yeah. Well, but we are putting them into spot because now it's very difficult to
it's gonna be hard.
yeah. Win. So
Where's the list of people?
Okay.
The Sustainable Business Registry, they keep a registry of people that have actually like achieved the requirements of the Sustainable Business Registry.
Like lead buildings.
Why does this website look weird, right? Okay, let's back it up just in case there. Okay. Oh, because that was their X page. So New Jersey DEP, they actually have a Sustainable Business Registry. I was gonna look and see if there was any Franklin businesses in
Right,
there,
Okay.
but I don't see. I don't see a list.
Speaking of businesses, can I bring something up that's
Yeah.
a little off topic? So, say a month ago, I went to the Somerset Diner, and it automatically brought us straws. Okay? And that's still not proper, correct?
yeah, no, this is the most violated.
So, automatically gave us straws. We didn't use them. When I went to pay the bill, I went up to the person at the cashier and I said, here's your straws. They were given to us without us asking, and that is inappropriate against regulations. And they asked me, well, was it the server? Was it the busboy? And I said, doesn't matter. One of your staff did it. They need to.
Clearly, the business is.
Right. I wasn't going to rat something. It's them. I was back there a week ago. Same exact thing.
Of course.
And I brought the straws back and I said the same thing. So I was thinking about calling into the Somerset Health Department and just letting them know that this has been a concern. I know other people that go there, they have the same thing happen to them. If I were to do that, should I do it as just myself, or as a member of the Township Environmental Commission? Either way it works for me. You just tell me.
I reported farmers market, the Amish farmers market in the Princeton section. I reported as myself.
So you reported to the health department?
Yeah.
Okay.
They were distributing plastic bags.
They're too big for that. Too many square feet for plastic bags there, I guess.
Nobody can do plastic bags. Well, there are exceptions for pharmacies and stuff, but,
Right.
but
Yeah,
they
there are
have to do
exceptions.
paper
Right.
if they are small enough, but they cannot do plastic.
Yeah, the Chinese restaurants are using paper bags to put the packages in a lot of places.
I hate to drop names, but I will anyway. I was in Vienna about a month ago, and in the Vienna airport, they had really nice cardboard straws that they gave out, but they don't come under our ordinance. But they had really nice straws that were recyclable. I don't think they come under.
Recyclable?
They had to be, yeah.
Whatever paper.
The paper straws,
But if it's food contaminated, is that recyclable?
they're not covered by the regulations.
You can't recycle pizza boxes.
You should not be
That's
recycling
because
pizza
there's
boxes.
usually a smear of pizza on
No,
it.
yeah, the tomato sauce, the cheese, yeah.
Part of the reason for the straws also is to limit the amount of microplastics that go everywhere.
Yeah.
I know,
That's-
we're all
that was the
contaminated,
whole
yeah.
point.
That's the real point.
Yeah.
So, paper is fine at that point. And for health reasons, you should probably put it in the garbage so you're not spreading germs or whatever.
And if the pizza box goes into the landfill, the pigeons, the seagulls, and the rats will have to eat also.
There you go. And
Cycle of life.
they don't want the oils and everything else that might be in the pizza box to go into the paper recycling.
That's correct. Yeah.
What about any of the schools? Does anyone know any of the schools, the clubs, anything like that? Any of the?
Well, they have an environmental club in high school.
In the high
But I tell you, they need to do a little bit better job.
Okay.
Or maybe the high school, they have now annual green fair.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
Well, is that, function at the Elizabeth Avenue School that I think Maria represented?
I was there. That was a STEM,
Yeah.
there was
Yeah.
robots and stuff. We did give an award back a few years ago to the Edison Charter School on World's Fair Drive, on
Oh, look.
Pierce.
It
We
looks
did
like,
that one.
when did they do this? It looks like they got Sustainable Jersey School certified.
Ah,
See? That's not a Sustainable Jersey.
yeah, yeah.
I wonder,
And we
I can look it up.
gave them an award,
Yeah.
but it's not on our list. What year was it?
No, we never gave them an award, I don't think
No,
so.
no, I'm talking about the charter school.
Oh,
Yeah, this-
I'm saying the
Yes,
Frank.
we did give them an award.
All right, let me check this now. Sustainable Jersey for Schools, it's called, right? Because it's like a different program for schools. Because we can look up and see if they're. Stan!
Who is that guy?
Oh, my goodness.
Why didn't you tell us that you were there?
it was not time yet.
I look it up. I mean, you would think I would have planned that, and I did not.
That's a nice picture.
Good job, Stan. Congratulations.
Very good.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I did not plan that, everybody. I'm serious. That was not, that looks like it was, okay.
That was announced today.
Oh, congratulations.
Wow.
Very good.
That's awesome. Okay, Franklin.
Yeah, you can see. how-
Talk about
Franklin.
self-serving award, we can't give Stan an award.
These are certified. Franklin Middle School is, Sampson Smith is.
Right.
Okay, let's see.
If they're certified, then how about the
Franklin High
possibility of giving the Board of
They think it's in the
Education?
wrong spot.
Well, for example, if we click, they're silver certified.
Yeah, that's over like we are.
Okay, but
That's pretty good.
yeah.
This is for the high school, so let's see what they did. So they did professional development for sustainability, school district foundation, that's their education foundation, on-site renewable generation system for solar, district commitment to digital learning, equitable access to digital learning.
Is this one school or several schools?
This is the high school, but several of them are actually certified under the Sustainable Jersey for Schools.
So the point is, how about the Board of Education?
Right, that's what I'm thinking, because
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
a lot, it's a lot to do this,
Yeah.
it really is.
They go by individual schools. Yeah.
Data
Oh, they
security,
had all the points like we would get.
breakfast after the bell, so if a student is late, breakfast is available, they can take it with them so they don't lose instruction. So basically they're making sure, okay, school garden, they have a school garden there,
Yeah,
green cleaning supplies. That's pretty good. What's this innovation project? Okay, this is about anti-racism, equity.
arts,
And we're gonna have a big turnover in the Board of Education this year.
Yeah.
3 people are leaving.
Yeah. They have a green team, they have an environmental club.
That's right.
Yeah.
My daughter is in that environmental club.
They did a green challenge, which
Green
is
fair.
the green fair.
that's what we went to,
Yeah.
the Green Fair, yeah.
Did they mention the EV show as part of the Green Fair?
Go back.
It would be, no, this is Green Challenge, Green Fair here.
Let's see. Yep, EV Association.
What do you say?
There it is down there. It was right, yeah.
Now this is just the high school. So if you go back,
Probably the whole district.
if you go back and look at the map, right? It looks like quite a
I
few of
would
the
say
schools.
that they made the most of all the schools
Yeah.
in the
And now,
district.
where am I now? I think I went too
You need
far.
to touch with 2 fingers.
Okay, Metuchen. Wait, which way is Metuchen from here? I gotta go up or down? Okay. Oh, there we go, all right.
There's Edison, there's Franklin, Somerset.
Right, so this is mislabeled because this is,
Now, there's some silver ones
this
in
is the
there.
high school,
Yeah.
silver, this is.
Franklin Middle School.
It's also silver.
So they're certified, and then I think
This would be
Hillcrest.
that's bronze,
Yeah,
and McAfee,
I know it's annoying, right?
McAfee's here,
Oh yeah, they're
That's
bronze.
and that's middle.
Samson G. Smith. Huh.
Yeah.
A lot of the
They
schools
have
then.
bronze,
Yeah.
although.
When I saw earlier the Claremont Avenue School,
Oh, that one, yeah, for sure.
What is this?
Elizabeth Avenue School.
Bronze. And this just happened in 2024, most of these. Oh, look, they almost got silver. They had 320.
And now there's a silver down there, is that still, there's a bunch of silvers in there.
That looks like it's in New Brunswick. Is that in New Brunswick or East
Yeah,
Brunswick?
that's.
Yeah, those are new
Well,
ones.
this might be, the Board of Education might be a good one to consider if all these schools are certified. It's a hard program. It's just brainstorming. I can put it down as a
No,
thought.
I would go by individuals. I would pick one, if we want to.
Yeah. But how are we gonna pick one if they're all, like, they've all gone through the same process, right?
So, yes.
If we pick one, are we gonna pick one and another one another year, another one another year?
No, I
What
think
is
it would
unique
be-
about high school that they have green fair?
Yeah.
No other school has green fair. By the way, how many points? So 350.
So Paul, with this award, do we only give it to one person or one
We give it-
entity?
We give it to
No,
We
have
What
different
we've done is we've
different
done-
categories?
We had two,
The
we
other
do
ones
one
are
for a
bronze,
person
so
and one
yeah,
for an
so that-
organization.
The high school.
Okay, maybe you ought to have organization and then also school or something. I don't know.
No, that, the
Little
school could be the
margin,
board
but,
or, you know,
What is this?
Yeah, well, of course,
Pine
remember
Grove?
this.
Oh my gosh, 10.
Individual
Pine Grove got
Grove got
410.
More than that.
Wow. How did they collect it?
Click on it, if you click on it again, and then you click on, see where it says view report, yeah, then you can like kinda scroll.
Pine Grove got silver, is that the only silver school?
No, Pine Grove got silver, but they submitted 410
Well, I'm
points.
saying, were they the only silver
No,
school?
high school was,
Christine-
Well, high
and
school
some
was
other.
silver?
Now,
I think Claremont Avenue was, because they,
isn't she now a
they have
principal
all
in
these
high
on
school?
I'm
Yeah.
not sure, maybe. Oh, so they have a district sustainability policy, so it's like, yeah, it's other
And they
things.
use lead,
too.
yeah, they did all that stuff.
Well, if this district sustainable policy, each of the schools collect points, right?
Right, it's
Because
based on
it's a
school,
district.
right.
The STEAM night.
They have a STEAM night, yeah. Well, we can think about it, we don't have to, I mean, but
Yeah,
maybe think about, do we do the Board of Ed? Because even if the other schools are not as highly certified in points as the other, they still went through the process of getting
They did,
certified,
yeah.
you know, which is a lot.
I would make a motion that we spent an awful lot of time on this for something that we were just gonna brainstorm on.
Right.
I'm ready to move on. I'm ready to move on.
Wow, Green Fair,
Yeah, yeah,
Pine Grove,
yeah.
but
Well-
they didn't have EV show.
That wasn't,
I
none
would
of
like
this
to
was
know
on
about
the,
it.
this was not on the agenda at all.
No, it was,
Well,
up here.
the stewardship award,
Yeah.
okay.
But by the next meeting, we probably should maybe know, because like I said, it takes time to get the PO approved, and then I gotta get the
Let's
trophy
let's
and-
consider this an opening thing for the next meeting so we can move on.
Okay.
Well, starting to use up a little bit of time.
One last thing.
Sure.
I drive by St. Matthias every day, and they look like they have about a couple of acres of solar panels on those buildings. And I understand they have a involved program. I don't know what the details are. Maybe somebody can find out.
Yeah, we could look at that for the next meeting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Okay,
That was a
okay.
good,
The next item is skip the stuff, voluntary program. Any updates on that or?
Yes, okay, so I got the quote back on the decals and the information sign that we would put up basically, so, through the vendor that we use, they actually do have the cling decals or whatever that the business, if they choose to do it, can put in the window. And then also 8.5 by 11, basically like flyers they're called, but they would be laminated, and then the business could put them on the counter so it can explain like why this is happening, what it is. And so that for both things, 100 of the decals, 100 of the flyers, it would be $445. So
That's from the school, the township approved vendor.
yes. So
For how many flyers and how many?
100 laminated flyers and 100, they're not really laminated, I shouldn't say that. They're on that paper that we use basically for the hunting signs so that they can like wipe off and they stay forever. 100 of those, 100 of the clings. So it's like you peel this paper off and it sticks to your window but with no adhesive.
So can the township's printing department do those other things, the larger things?
On the paper, you mean?
Yeah.
We could, well, no, we can't. I could probably ask the county print shop if they can do it, but I mean, they would just laminate it, so, which is no big deal or whatever.
I would think, I would rather spend more money on the decals.
Yeah.
That can go into stores.
Yeah.
Because, there could be a finite number or need of those.
Right.
Where with the larger piece of paper, where you're handing them out all the time, if we can get that done basically for nothing, if the county or the township.
Well, this isn't ones that we would hand out all the time. This is like we would give, if a restaurant was participating, they would also get this. It's like a laminated piece of paper that basically has, so they would only get it, the restaurant. It's not like to give out to the public. It's just to give out to the restaurants with the cling. Right.
Poster.
Right, yes, it's kind of like that. We could add.
Either way, it would cost us less if we.
Most likely, I'd have to get a quote from the print shop to see what, because it has to be laminated because it's going to be like on a restaurant counter, basically. But I could definitely get a different quote for that. The clings, for 100 of the clings, they're $2.15 each, so it's $215 for the clings. But they're cut to shape or whatever. They're 7 by 7 inches.
Oh, that's good.
And then the digital printing, they're $2.30 each, so that's $230.
This
that's
is
that.
the approved vendor, right?
Yes. Now, we also can use the county as an approved vendor, but they don't do the clings. So we could get the clings from here if everyone's interested.
yeah.
I don't know if the county has laminating. I know like they do our trails maps and stuff. We don't get those laminated. So I'm not sure if we can get if the county has laminating equipment or whatever. They might, yeah.
Let's look into it and see what.
The clings, I asked for 100. We can ask for more, and I can just say, hey, we're just going to go with the clings. Can you start working on those? And we want 100, or we want more, or we want less.
I think it's a good start because.
After all, it's not every business in the township
You're
that
talking
has
about-
take out food.
And each business gets just one, right?
The ones that agree to participate, yeah.
You cannot say, I have 2 doors, I have several windows, and I want to have it in every window.
Well, I guess if they have 2 doors, well, here's the thing. They would want it at the drive-through window for sure, right?
It's
So
on the
I guess
window.
they probably do need 2 clings each, one at the front door and probably at least one on the drive-through window.
That's 50 food establishments. That's still a fair
If
number.
you get, is there a point where you get a better price if you get 100 or 200 or 400?
For regular like paper items there is,
I'm
the
talking about the
cling,
cling.
no. Yeah, no, the cling is kind of just like a specialty item, I guess, so.
This may be a strange question, but I'm thinking, what are the clings made out of? I mean, how long do we expect them to be up? And then when they've outlived their usefulness, does it go in the garbage or is it recyclable? And the same thing with the.
I don't know if they are. All I know is that they're cling on the front, mounted from the inside, so they're made of like plastic, like a thin plastic, I think.
It's a wrong battle to fight.
Well, no, I was just asking, I'm thinking more in terms of end of life of products. Because we make all these artificial things,
They go on
the
the
end of
waste
life.
basket.
I think they'll stay.
Well, no, I know, but it
will
will be
to your
recycled.
window.
Yeah.
I think they'll stay for a while. Like I don't think.
Oh,
I mean, they're going to be
long time.
mounted on the inside, so they're not going to be like dealing with weather or anything.
Yeah.
But each business would need 2. So
No, some would only need one. and
Some would only need
would
one,
need two,
yeah, maximum two.
I think
So,
100
you
100
can
is
always
fine.
print.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
If they don't have volume discount, then okay, we'll just go with 100.
Yeah.
Do you wanna start with 100 and
Yeah.
see how it goes?
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
no.
Yeah.
And I guess we gotta figure out what the thing is. Are we gonna just like send out to 100 of these businesses and then see what the response
Well, I
is if they
thought we
put
were
them
gonna-
up, or?
I think that Robin's idea was that we should personally go by and talk to them.
Right, right,
But I thought also she talked about talking to the Chamber of Commerce,
right.
because that's where, not all the stores are members, but most are. It's just important that, you know.
So do you think 100 is good to start with, or should we
Yeah.
start get more?
You can always get more afterwards.
Well,
Since there's no difference in the price, you might as well just start with 100.
Okay, so everyone's okay with the clings,
Yeah.
but and now,
Yeah.
what about the papers? Do you want me to check and see if, we can get them for cheaper at the county print shop?
I would check the county print shop. If you can't, then go ahead with this one.
Does that work for, well, this, I do need the, like a vote on, because I have to be okay to spend the money.
Make a
Check with
motion.
county, let me write this down, check with county and get quote or whatever, they're usually
Yeah,
pretty good about
because
getting me.
you
a
wanna
quote.
give it as a package. So if it's gonna hold up stuff, you know, you'll see what happens, but let's see where we are with that.
All right, so let's do it separately then for right now, so the clings are $215.
Okay, you need a motion?
I'll make a motion to purchase the 100 clings.
Okay.
Second.
All in favor?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, and I'll
Make a
go,
motion for Tara to look into the possibility of getting the larger ones for a better price at the county or township, wherever it can be done.
Well,
okay,
she's already at the township vendor. That's where these are from.
I'm talking about, we have doesn't the township have a print
Yeah,
shop?
it's a county or other.
we have a
Okay.
sign printing shop, yeah, and they do print certain signs, but usually on like metal and things like that, so I can check but the county I know for sure can print things for us.
I would think that somebody in the township, some department has some kind of laminating machine.
I think IT does, but it's not like they can print, stuff out for other reasons. I think it's specifically for like their maps and things like that, so I could ask for sure.
Okay.
I don't know how that goes, like if we have to I have to figure that out, but I can ask.
Okay.
All right, so I can at least start ordering the clings. When these things come in, we'll have to come up with like a plan of how we're gonna,
Right.
We need to develop a standard language and procedure.
Right,
We need
correct.
a
We
script.
do the outreach, yes.
Yes.
That's what we need.
And
We
Robin
need a
put
script.
together a lot of information so far, but it's early, so we need to like kind of work through it, but we have some things.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, all right. Awesome.
Since Easy's not here, we've done the site plans, and education was really, Stan, do you have any committee report stuff?
Yes, whether it's committee or, I actually exchanged emails today with Maria. The activity that was pinned for August 28th at the Township is not available. So she's pretty much decided that it will have to be rescheduled for September. I don't remember what it was, but it was probably in the previous minutes.
It was the residential energy outreach, and it was for like conserve your dollars through energy efficiency.
Correct.
I did get her in touch with the woman from PSC&G, so she has that woman as a contact, and she's willing to come speak.
Oh,
But she was the only one that could be confirmed as a speaker, so Maria said move it to September or whatever, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
well, we're, good.
But I have also, so last time I was talking about the in-person meetup of New Jersey Electric Vehicle Association, which is coming up this Sunday, August 10th, in Colonial Park in the Pine Grove Pavilion. I sent email to you. You can preview show it on the screen, and I copied everyone else.
Right.
We will have pizza that will be made on premises using equipment that is powered through electric truck.
Ah,
Oh, wow.
Because we want to demonstrate that electric vehicles can serve as a energy source, and the demonstration is vehicle to load. There are terminologies like vehicle to grid, vehicle to home, and in this case, it's some sort of general vehicle to load. We will have some other demonstrations, like another vehicle will be charging another vehicle, which we coincidentally do as needed when we have events. Last week we had first responder EV awareness event in Warren County in Alamuchi. One person arrived with smart electric vehicle, which had a range that he couldn't make it round trip home, but we put him next to Ford F-150 Lightning, and during those 2 hours we plugged the vehicle in, and it sipped enough charge that the person could return back home without stopping for charge. So this is one of those demos that we also do. That email includes registration link. We prefer that people register. If you register, you get free pizza. Excuse me. Until supply lasts.
Nice.
At the last time when I discussed with the person who is organizing it, we had 35, 38 registrations, and we think we have pizza for 50 people. So I invited county officials, I invited Ed Potasnik and Mayor. Mayor excused himself that he's on vacation. Ed, he first said he may come for some time, and then he pretty much declined, so I don't know. And I didn't get a response from any of the county commissioners yet. So, but yeah, it is in our town, and it is essentially for the whole state, New Jersey.
When is this?
It is on Sunday, August 10th.
Okay, Sunday.
12 to 4.
Oh,
The
August 10th,
pizza is
August.
from 1 to 3.
Oh,
Correct.
August 10th,
Yes,
1
it's
to
at the
3.
Pine Grove Pavilion in Colonial Park.
right.
So yeah, it goes from 12 to 4. The pizza is 1 to 3, and the link is there. And yeah, Stan sent it to everybody.
Yeah.
Okay, let me see what we're doing on Sunday. We'll check.
And you can come for half an hour, you know.
Yeah.
We will not have any official test drives, but EVA is part of or accepted campaign from Generation 180, 10,000 rides. The campaign is to get people to sit into electric vehicles. So what the campaign is encouraging anyone who owns electric vehicle to offer a test drive or ride, let's put it that way, ride, this is safer, that you can sit next to the driver, we'll take one photo, we'll complete online form, and you get a sticker if you have a ride. So having said that, you know, I have, how many stickers are here? 4. It's probably dark now, but maybe another day, you know, whoever doesn't drive electric get 1, 2, 3, 4. So
Stick.
We're gonna ride.
I'm not asking you to buy electric.
No, no,
For this purpose, I'm just asking you to
No,
ride
no, don't.
an electric
no,
vehicle. Okay.
I threw out a comment, it was kind of lighthearted.
We rode an electric vehicle Saturday from Canal Walk.
Did you complete the form?
No.
You should complete the form.
Okay.
I take a photo and.
Okay. We went from here to Collingswood and back.
Mhm.
And that was.
Yeah.
And then he went Sunday morning to replace whatever he used so he could ride, you know, start home.
Yeah.
That was on the Equinox.
Okay, so that one, then the sustainability hero we already.
Yeah,
figured
congratulations.
out. So now we have 2 people on commission who earned that award because that got it, 10 years ago?
I was one too. I was one like 5 years ago.
You were too? Very cool.
Yeah, so now we're good.
Okay.
Cool. Well, congratulations, Dan. That's exciting.
Yeah, my youngest daughter is driving an electric Mustang.
Oh, a Mustang. I love my Mustang. 4 on the floor.
Okay. Okay, so that's the committee reports?
Yeah.
Okay. Hot topics, we have anything there? Well, we did some of it in between, we've sort of missed the hot topics.
I don't think so. I think we're good, yeah.
Okay. So let's move on to old business.
Well, I would regard as a hot topic, not that we can do anything about it, that the commissioner of the EPA is proposing to withdraw the basic finding that carbon dioxide
that.
accumulation in
Endangerment
the greenhouse,
in
the
2009.
endangerment finding in 2009.
Yeah.
Which will remove the scientific backing from all regulations of such. Should be put in a hot box if the temperature increased. And increased and increased.
I don't think we put that in the minutes.
Without access to water.
Yeah.
Or too much water, just flood it.
I don't think any other hot topics.
No.
The first one under old business, that's what Stan reported on, that Maria is working on
Oh,
hosting
right.
that event.
Okay, right.
The Lights Out event, I haven't had a chance to talk to Bob Warnlocker about that yet. He's now on vacation until the end of next week. And I'm on vacation all next week. I just want to let everyone know that.
Okay.
If you need me, you can always email me, but I probably won't answer this time. Don't wait until I get back. The appointment of the youth member to the EC, I have not gotten a response back from Councilman Potasnik yet, so I have to follow up with him on that again.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't think there's any other old business. There may be if somebody has something else.
Well,
One thing I wanted to ask about, also to confirm, Franklin Day, is that September 13th?
yes, yes.
I'm going to be in Europe.
You'll be gone.
Yeah.
Okay, well, but I was gonna bring up something on the same topic. We as a minimum should have something to distribute.
Well, I have about 50 nightlights.
Yeah, well, I'm thinking of brochures, maybe a couple hundred. I don't know where we can get them from. I want to look for Anjac or.
I still have some
Yeah.
we've used, but they're really getting dated.
I have
Yeah, I
some,
know.
did I give them to you, Arnie? Oh, no, wait, I'm getting my committees confused. Hold on a second here. I got stuff from Dark Sky International for the Firefly event, so we definitely have brochures
I have some
right
of
there.
those, yeah.
Where did I give bookmarks to? Was it you or no? Am I thinking of somebody else? I gave bookmarks to, oh wait, no. I gave them to some of the Trails Committee, and I think it was about ticks, so that won't work here. Okay. Yeah, we can definitely, if you go even on DEP, a lot of times you can get free brochures and things like that, so I can look up Anjac and see if we can get some brochures on certain
Well,
things.
Anjac, the state, whoever, absolutely.
And I have whatever dark sky stuff we had on the Firefly night, I have all those.
Okay.
It's not a lot, it's just in a bag, that kind of thing. But I have
Okay,
those.
that's a good point, so we can start working on that now, Walter. I'll start looking it up.
And I'll bring in the.
Include the federal EPA as well. I mean, they
Absolutely.
are being undermined, but that material is somewhere,
Yeah, no, I've been able to get free things like a lot. If you look around, even DEP, sometimes they are like looking to get rid of some things, so.
Might as well give them all they last.
Yeah.
Well, they're there.
The other thing to kind of add just to Walter's, for Franklin Times, the articles are due August 15th. I know like our Trails Committee has put in one. If anyone wants to put an article in or wants to write up an article about an environmental topic to put in the upcoming edition of the Franklin Times, it's due August 15th. So I don't know if anyone has anything they want to write about, or if we want to just put an article together that kind of says like what we've been working on. I wish I knew about the Sustainable Jersey certification by August 15th. I wonder if I will. Because if that happens, then I can put that in there.
Yeah.
Just think about it. There's no requirement to put an article in there, but maybe I should put something of the Firefly Walk in there.
Yeah.
Because I have pictures.
You know what I'm gonna do? We've just gone to the printer next week. I write, well, now it's a committee. We do government affairs in the monthly newsletter. And there's stuff a little bit about the Firefly event.
Oh, if you have that and I can have pictures, that'd be awesome. Okay, great.
I can take a picture of, I've got brochures. I've
Oh,
got the whole-
excellent.
I've got the
Okay.
brochures from the Dark Sky event.
Excellent. Okay, sounds good.
Maybe Robin might have a picture.
She
So-
emailed me some pictures, so I
Okay,
have
oh, you
some.
have those.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay, so we can put that in
I'll
there.
send you the final draft, which we got today, because
Okay,
we go to the printer tomorrow. The
excellent.
5th, everything has to
Yeah,
be by the
that'll
5th.
be helpful. It's always good to get something in there if we can.
Yeah.
You know, so
It's something a little different,
yeah.
and we added the address of the grasslands,
Oh, good.
which really is Griggstown.
Yeah.
The zip code is Griggstown,
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
but it's Franklin Township, I guess. Is
Yeah.
Griggstown one of the villages?
It is. Yeah. Yeah.
Ah, okay, that's what I
Yeah.
thought. But they like the Princeton zip code also.
Yeah. Their actual address, Princeton. Yeah.
Okay, so, in that case, I think, does the public have any notices? No. Okay, we could make a formal motion to ask for public comment.
Absolutely, I move to make,
Okay. We'll follow the format.
yeah.
Second?
Yes.
Ellen seconds, and, all in favor?
Aye.
No comment? You made yours in the middle.
It was the first time that you jumped like.
Yeah, I know, I apologize, but sometimes, I was confused.
No, that's okay.
You know,
No, no, no.
it's the right time
You
to
were
jump.
confused. His body was confused.
Yes, we were. You knew. Yes.
Okay, motion
So
to,
what was the article that you have that you're suggesting we submit to Franklin Times?
well, a little article on the Firefly event.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
The
so-
joint with Dark Sky and who else? There was
The
another.
Trails Committee.
Oh, the
Yeah.
Trails
So
Committee.
if you send me that,
Yeah.
then I can review it and get it in there.
Want
Okay.
to move to be called the public?
I make a motion to close the comment.
It
from
was
public.
not the second.
Second? All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, then the next thing is to make a motion to adjourn.
But
So
I
moved.
interrupted you, so I was
Oh.
talking about.
All in favor of adjournment?
All right.
Aye.
Yes.
Okay.